Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 10th of August. As Venus has been in combat with Saturn in the last few weeks, there may have been an issue, a very tender issue, to do with some kind of romantic or close involvement with someone that's linked to your past, which just seems to have been griping away at your consciousness. Perhaps something that's been kept quiet is coming into the open, perhaps up into your own mind, or perhaps it's just a sense that other people seem to be more conscious of your business, and that may not have been a very comfortable process. Now that's going to go on potentially through to the middle of this week, and there's also a confusing link between Mercury and Neptune. If we go back earlier in the year, the two were aggravating each other through a square. Now they're in an opposition. This opposition can see anything to do with home or work issues kind of merged together in a little bit of a jumbled way. If you work from home, for example, it may be difficult to settle and concentrate on the tasks that you really want to focus upon. On the other hand, if you do go to work, it's possible that you don't feel very comfortable in your environment, and perhaps you're going to soak up the atmosphere. And if you work somewhere where other people aren't very cheerful, or you don't feel very happy yourself, it can really get you down a little bit in the early part of this week. All this can leave you yearning to break out and have some escapism. Escapism really is something that does oxygenate your soul. And at the very end of last week, Mars moved into a wonderful area for going for it and being much more daring in the way that you are typically known for. But I think it's going to be really from the middle of this week, when your ruler Jupiter moves, that really things start to turn round. Jupiter actually goes into the same part of your horoscope that Mercury's in the sign of Virgo. And over the next 12 months, it really can help you to be much more successful in terms of your goals and ambitions. If you're wanting to travel through your work or learn new skills linked to a professional situation, the sky really can be the limit. But also this particular change can see you taking on more responsibilities and being much more open to this. Some of these could be to do even with property. However, at the very end of this week, we've got a collection of energy which is truly sensational, because then Venus finally shakes off the right angle to Saturn, but connects to the Sun. The two also forge a great link to the Moon, and there is a new moon, and then in turn all three angle up brilliantly to Uranus, the planet of unpredictability. And for you, as well as Mars being in the background, getting more influence in terms of that escapist needs of yours, that agenda that you often have to assert your independence and individuality is only going to get stronger over the next 4 weeks on the back of this particular new moon. But because the moon's involved in it, it's not just about drive, it's about what you yearn for as a person. So travel could be one part of that. If there is somewhere that you visited before that makes you very happy, returning there can be something that really chimes beautifully with your senses. But equally, this combination can also see you very much the truth seeker. And I don't just mean the truth in terms of how you interact with others, the truth within yourself. And if there has been some kind of difficult phase that's gone on in one close relationship, this is an opportunity for you to be much more honest with your own self, even if that does mean owning some of your own faults and weaknesses, and not just projecting your belief of how things should be to other people, which actually you're pretty good at. But this is an opportunity to direct your gaze upon yourself. And greater knowledge can come from this. It could be spiritual, it could be philosophical, it could be historical, it could be just to do with being in tune with what really makes you hum with peace and tranquility. But a big change is possible as this week draws to a close. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.